Hi guys, welcome to another Sunday here on Pagan Perspective. I'm your host Austin, and this week we're discussing magical names. So when it comes to craft names, I myself don't actually use what would be considered typically a craft name, although I understand why people might want to use them. In my mind, sort of the use of a craft name is in the same sort of category as the reason why you might use a tool or incense or smoke or anything else to sort of set the mood. When I think of magic or spell work or anything like that, um, I think of sort of playing a mind game with yourself. You're kind of setting the scene for what you either want to happen, or allowing yourself to enter into a space that is not the typical mundane side of yourself. Whether you think of this as sort of your inner child or your higher self, that kind of idea. And I think that giving a name to that self, or a name that you refer to yourself or that others refer to you, when you're in that space or when you're trying to achieve that space, I think could be very helpful to triggering um, the necessary parts of your brain to enter that space. On the other hand, I think that craft names can also be sort of an extension of who you feel you really are. In my case, Austin is not my first name. Although I go by it in my daily life, and I chose to go by it much later in life than most people do. I was about 18 or 19 when I decided to go by Austin. I had just made some huge transitions in my life, left school, changed my major to something I never thought I'd be doing, left BYU on top of that, totally severed my ties with the Mormon Church, sort of allowed myself to become who I always knew I was, but never really necessarily had the courage to, or in the case of being gay and pagan and all of that, wasn't allowed to. Of course, at BYU, if anyone found out about any of that, I would not be allowed to attend there anymore. So I kind of cut the bullshit, so to speak, and really kind of became the essence of who I am. So it really was a transition into who I really am and who I feel that I really am. So I feel that Austin describes me much better now than the person I was before. I don't even know if I want to tell you guys what my real first name is. But I think that it served its purpose and allowed me to explore another side of me, and I think that Austin is who I am now. Jet wants to come say hello. So whether you choose to pick a magical name that is a little more magical, any of those Isis, Raven, Moon, Wolf, Shira, whatever, or whether you pick something more mundane, I think that at its core purpose, magical names should serve to be something that makes you feel empowered, or makes you feel more yourself, or even possibly more something that you want to be. A magical name should be something that brings out sort of the best in you. And I also think that a magical name should be something that puts you in the mindset that you need. So, I think in all reality, it could be possible to have multiple magical names. Maybe, you have your mundane magical name, and you also have your ritual magical name, or you have your, divination magical name, maybe even, anything that serves the purpose of putting you in the mind space of having the qualities that you need to make it through the day, or to cast a spell, or to do the ritual, or to face the boss, or whatever it is that you need at that moment. So I hope this was an interesting glimpse into my ideas on magical names and how I personally view them, and I will see you all next Sunday. Bye.